Good morning, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. My people, all in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American, the Latinos, etc.? It was a beautiful day for protests, but there is nothing particularly interesting that I should bring to your attention as it relates to what transpired while I protested. And as you know, when I have protested and when I have updated you as to what transpired while I protested, it is always my pleasure and my delight to bring to you something from the word of the Most High God. My people, we are still in the book of Revelation, and we have uncovered some very pertinent truth that have never been heard before. And many of you are left scratching your heads because I am able to tie in these biblical truths to real life events that have occurred and are occurring in today's time. Now we are finishing up Revelation chapter 11. But in order for us to tie things together, we have to go back to Revelation chapter 9 and deal with some unfinished business in Revelation chapter 9. And this is what we are going to deal with this morning before we move on to Revelation chapter 12. In Revelation chapter 11 verse 7, it says, and when the two witnesses have finished their testimony, the beasts that came out of the bottomless pit make war with them, overcome and kill them. And we have discovered that that beast coming out of the bottomless pit was an alien nation, a nation that is not of this world, creatures that were not of this world, who are going to establish themselves on this earth as a nation. Like the Israelites are a nation, the Caucasians are a nation, the African, the Indian, the Asian, the Polynesian, and so forth. This group, this alien group, were going to come and establish themselves as a nation on this earth. And I have showed you from time past that in California, there are creatures of evil who walk about daily like men and women and get involved in activities that normal men and women are involved in, but they are not of this world. They are creatures of evil. And these creatures of evil has superhuman abilities. They have the abilities of devils, but they walk about in flesh. Now let us take some time to break down the description of this beast, and let me tell you what each description of this beast means and what it means for us today as we interact with these beasts on a one-on-one basis in this world today. In order for us to get this done, we have to go back to Revelation chapter 9, and we are going to read Revelation chapter 9 starting at verse 7, because there is where the description of the beast that came out of the bottomless pit are given. And it was not one single beast like the beast that came out of the sea that represented a new nation, but it was many beasts that came out of the bottomless pit, and they were disguised by the smoke that came out of the pit, that was a smoke like a great furnace. Revelation chapter 9 verse 7 says, and the shape of the locusts were like horses prepared for battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men, and they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of a lion. And they had breastplate as it were breastplate of iron, and the songs of their wings was the song of many chariots of horses running into battle. And that they had tails like unto scorpion, and there was stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. The first thing you have to deal with is the shape of the locusts were like unto horses prepared for battle. This is very significant because these creatures, these alien creatures that came here, they did not came here just to fit in. They did not came here just to exist, but they came here to wage war with all of the nations of this earth. And their sole objective is to take control of the entire earth, to destroy all of the creatures from their natural habitat and destroy our nature and to enslave us. That is why in Revelation chapter 9 verse 4, when the Most High God intervene and restrict their actions to those people that did not have the mark of the seal of the Most High God on their foreheads. Remember, Revelation chapter 9 verse 4 says that they were given the instructions not to hurt these trees, nor the green, nor the plants, nor the vegetation, but only those men who did not have the seal of the Most High God in their foreheads. So when the Most High God declared a limitation and the power of these beasts to act upon the earth, what was the first thing they do? They went and they started to destroy their own children, the Caucasians, and those men and women of the other nation that received the mark of the beast. And those people who did not have the mark of the beast, or who were not sealed by the Most High God, they had power over them, but their power over them was very limited. Their power over them will be magnified only when they get them to get the mark of the beast. That is why these same creatures are invested so much money and resources into protecting homosexuality, bestiality, and abortion, because they want to get the other nations who have not yet been sealed to think that it is okay for them to get involved in homosexuality, bestiality, and abortion. And when they so do, they get the mark of the beast, and now they become vulnerable to these creatures. My people, if you come to California, you'll see African American in droves who have bought into the lies of these creatures that was told through the Caucasians and through the system, and got involved in homosexuality, bestiality, and abortion. Those who were raped and failed to out their rapists, they are walking around here, lost souls. These creatures of Revelation chapter 9 have the power and the authority to inflict great pain, torment, and agony upon them, and they cannot do anything to relieve the pain, the torment, and agony. They are walking about here, and as Revelation chapter 9 verse 6 says, these men want to die. They're seeking death. They call upon death, but death refuse to acknowledge their call and to come to them, because it was written in prophecy that they must be tormented. They must be tormented for a particular period of time, and they will be tormented. Let me tell you something about this place. You see all of those celebrity weddings that they have, where celebs are marrying celebs, and Serena Williams is married in this Caucasian fella. All of those marriages are arranged to accomplish a particular purpose that has nothing to do with the black community or the other nations of the world. Every one of those marriages. On a smaller scale, if you come to the United States of America and California, you will see many couples going about. Their marriages and relationship were arranged by these creatures. They have taken control of every aspect of their life because they failed to prepare themselves to receive the seal of the Most High God. And they bought into the lies of the creatures of evil That's homosexuality, bestiality, abortion. And if you're raped and they're not out rapist, there's nothing wrong with it. They're bought into the lies. And now they are slaves. They can be punished at any time, even without being in their presence. They are told where they should work, how long they should work for, where they should shop, which grocery store they should get their groceries from, how much money they are allowed to spend. Every aspect of their life are dictated to them by these creatures, and failure to comply with the instructions of these creatures, they are punished severely. If I tell you that vagrancy is not a choice, it's not mental illness, because there is no such thing as mental illness. There is only different levels of demon possession. Vagrancy is one of the punishments that are meted out to certain people, sometimes for no reason at all, by these creatures. These people will like to change their clothes, but they cannot change their clothing unless they're given authority to change their clothing. And they have to accept and receive their clothing from a specific person, or they cannot change. They have to go dirty and smelly all week, all year, all month, for as long as those creatures of evil have dictated them to go. You would have think that a simple and insignificant task as to walk around and search the garbage cans for recycles, anyone can do it. Not here. If you are not assigned by those creatures of evil to be a recycler, you cannot go around and search a garbage can and take out empty bottles and empty aluminum cans and take them to recycled, or you will be punished. You cannot just take up and say that you're going to the library to read or to relax. You have to get permission to do these things. You cannot leave. For example, let us say you are living in Long Beach or Santa Monica. You cannot just pick up from Long Beach or Santa Monica and come down to downtown LA or go to another city without the permission. Everything that these slaves do, they have to get permission, or they have to be instructed to do it, or they cannot do it. And it does not matter their social status. It does not matter whether or not they are housed or unhoused, whether they have a job or unemployed, whether they are fat or skinny, whether they are tall or short, whether they are rich or poor. Let me also tell you another thing. The opportunities to work in conventional jobs are also dictated by these creatures of evil. Creatures of evil like Richard Ross, Ralph Gonsalves, man in California. You see, when you are a man like me, who are not looking for their money, their woman, their friendship, or their fame, they cannot tell me what to do, because they cannot use anything that they have in their possession to blackmail me or to keep me silent. They do not have the power to punish me as they punish the others, because I have not participated in homosexuality, bestiality, and abortion. And when the Most High angels came to seal his servants, I will also seal. The end of verse 7 says, and on their heads were as it were crowns of gold. This means that these creatures are sons of the Most High God. Sons of the Most High God. And that is why they are all wearing crowns, because they are all princes. Prince. in order for you to be a son of the Most High God, then you would have had to have been created by the hands of the Most High God. In the same way, the Son of God was created by the Most High God. Michael, Gabriel, Phaneal, Raphael, Uriel, and the other angels were created by the hands of the Most High God. In the same way, Lucifer, the prince of this earth, were created by the hands of the Most High God. They are all sons of the Most High because they are product of the Most High God directly. And they had faces like men. That is because when they came down here, they were going to take on the likeness of man. They also had teeth like a lion. That means they were going to come with the viciousness and the mercilessness of a lion when he is in the hunt to satisfy his hunger. And the great thing about this is that these creatures are always hunger and ready and willing to do evil. Their hunger and thirst for evil cannot be quenched. It cannot be satisfied. So no matter what condition they are in, what condition the world is in, they always have a desire to go out and do evil. See, here we see people. This alien creature that came from a foreign place, that came to this earth, they didn't come here to play. They came here to impose themselves upon the earth to do evil that is beyond the thought and imagination of man. And they come to do it with a state of mercilessness that will see many become victimized, many become regretful of their actions, but it will be too late for them to change the course of their life. Remember to like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment and let me know what are your thoughts about what we have discussed here. Remember, there are many more videos like this right here. So go and peruse those videos and let me know what are your thoughts about those videos. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and motivated son, the Diaspora Machismo.